Hi, this is Chris with Yoko CEO. Today I wanted to walk you through a site that we did for Caring Village. For those of you who aren't familiar, Caring Village is a mobile app, and both mobile and desktop app, that was created to allow families and friends to provide more streamlined and more easily commuted caregiving for loved ones. As you can see here on the homepage, it tells you a little bit more about what they do specifically. For those of you that, again, aren't familiar with them or haven't seen the app or aren't checking out the site after this video, what it is a mobile app and web interface that allows families, friends, whoever might be a part of somebody's village to better communicate and see what needs to be done to take care of somebody. Anybody who's had an elderly relative or somebody with a chronic condition that they've had to take care of knows how difficult it can be to make sure they get their medications on time, to make sure you know who's going to be there to check in with them on what day. If you have outside help coming in the forms of a nurse or somebody who's doing home care, being able to know what the schedule is with them. Are meals being delivered? Are they eating? Are they making sure that they have all their basic needs taken care of? It's a lot to keep track of, and if you've got a busy day all of your own, it's really difficult to work that in. The folks over at Caring Village have been through that all in their own personal lives, and realized that as technologists they had the ability to make that much easier. And so we were fortunate enough to be able to work with them in the development of the website to help create a platform to share with their audience at large, anyone that's in this caregiving capacity, that it doesn't have to be as hard as it is. It's never quite going to be easy, but we can make it easier. And so we took that mentality into the site itself, and here you can see when we talk through each of the different components and features that the app provides for the users. And then of course you can go through and learn more. And then you can get a walkthrough and actually see what the app looks like in use, both in terms of on your mobile device, and then what it looks like in terms of communication with your other family members. You can go through, learn a lot more about the features themselves. As I said, there's a lot of video dashboards. There's a lot of information here that you can kind of see, and you can also see some other kind of best practices and resources that are provided simply for caregivers. Again, the folks that are behind this company have all been through this, and myself having been through this personally, both with some of my family members who have passed away, as well as some that are still living with chronic conditions. It's just a lot to bear, and whether you're the primary person providing that care or you're somebody who's just helping and want to be able to pitch in a little bit, the Caring Village app really helps you better connect and coordinate, so that not one person's ever overburdened and everyone feels connected and knows that they can help, and also knows what opportunities there are to help. Through the site itself, we provided some additional checklists and allow people to kind of learn like what goes into caregiving, what do you need to have to be prepared, what kind of conversations are you going to have, who do you have them with, be it the person you're providing care for, families, friends, whether it might be something like a hospice nurse, anything like that. There's just a lot that goes into it. So Caring Village, they want to be the platform that allows you to learn more about how you do that, as well as the platform you use to facilitate the action itself. And then of course the really nice component of it is you've got the ability to jump in and start a free trial, or if you're already a member, you can go ahead and just sign right in. And it's really fluid interface. I'd really suggest you check out the videos that they have on the site, or go to your app store on either iOS or Android. You can check out the app. There's also some videos that show what it looks like in that capacity. Really just a critical resource, and seeing the difference it's made for the people that use it really just makes me feel good about the small role we were able to play in bringing this to fruition and helping them better communicate with their audience. If you have any questions about their site or if you have questions about your own, please feel free to let us know. You can find us at yokoco.com. That's YOKOCO.com. Thanks for watching. Take care, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Take care. He said 8 times.